From Bob Dylan to the Beatles, musicians have been influencing the masses for decades.
And now music is changing lives in a whole new way. Music therapy is currently being used to treat everything from stress to autism to cerebral palsy.
In tonight's special report, Fox 7's Jennifer Kendall tells us that is only the beginning.
For someone like Peter Skidmore, this isn't just music to his ears, it's medicine.
Peter has a very rare metabolic disorder that affects about 1 in every 40,000 children.
A brain injury left Peter with cerebral palsy, a disorder that affects muscle movement.
He can't really sit up by himself. He doesn't have the greatest head control. He can't really use his hands the way a typical kid would.
Peter's mother recognized early on that even though her son will never have a normal childhood, when it comes to music, he doesn't miss a beat.
He's always responded to music. From before he had his brain injury to after, it's been something that he really enjoys and responds to a lot.
What we've discovered is music therapy helps certain neurological conditions such as traumatic brain injury and Parkinson's disease.
Music therapy is used to help Peter ease muscle tension and focus on making a connection between his brain and his muscles. Peter is one of about 100 clients that are treated at the Center for Music Therapy in Austin.
When it opened 25 years ago, this was the only for-profit music therapy center in the world. As more studies show, music is an effective form of treatment for several medical conditions. More doctors are recommending it to their patients.
No question in my mind, it's quite beneficial.
I go out walking after midnight.
I was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2006.
Treating Parkinson's disease is one of the most studied uses for music therapy.
Those folks that are signed up with the music therapy tend to have a better gait, improved balance, and I'm able to reduce some of their Parkinson's medications at times.
People diagnosed with Parkinson's often have trouble with quick or consecutive movement.
Therapy works a lot of the tremors and little nervous tics.
Studies show many patients have been able to improve coordination by focusing on musical rhythms.
Love is out to get me.
Steve Ross says after just 1 hour, he sees a substantial improvement to his posture and maybe even more importantly, his mood.
It has made a significant difference to my day-to-day activities, my ability to function normally, be a dad.
Lily Salinas just turned 14 years old. Lily was born with Down syndrome, a genetic chromosome disorder that can affect development of the brain. For Lily, it means she sometimes has difficulty with articulation.
Music is a great way to work on speech production. You take her favorite song, you print out the lyrics, you read through them, and then singing them.
Back when Lily first started coming to the Center for Music Therapy, she wasn't fond of speaking into a microphone. Now, it's hard to get her to stop. There are still many challenges facing music therapy centers today.
What's frustrating to me as a provider is very few health insurances recognize it as a true therapy.
But with new research about its effectiveness and stories like Peter's, Steve's, and Lily's, it may not be long before insurance companies have to face the music. Jennifer Kendall, Fox 7 News Edge.